Be strong in Torah. Chazak, Venitchazek. One day, Yeshua will declare to those who did miracles in his name, saying, I never knew you. Depart from me, all who practice lawlessness. Matthew 7, verse 23. The law is the Torah in Hebrew. Lawlessness is when one who says the commandments are done away with. The law, or Torah, has commandments, statutes, and judgments, as well as historical background that tells us that the Creator of the universe chose Israel from all the nations and gave us His Torah so that we could be a light to the world. Yeshua in Matthew 5, verses 17 through 19 says, Don't think that I have come to abolish the Torah or the prophets. I have come not to abolish, but to complete. Yes, indeed, I tell you that until heaven and earth pass away, not so much as a yud or a stroke will pass from the Torah, not until everything that must happen has happened. So whoever disobeys the least of these mitzvot and teaches others to do so will be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever obeys them and so teaches will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Has heaven and earth passed away? No. Has all of prophecy been fulfilled? No. Should we disobey the mitzvot as followers of Yeshua? As for me and my household, we will serve Hashem. There is a Jewish custom that at the conclusion of each of the 5 books of Moshe, the congregation calls out, Chazak, Venitchazek. Be strong, and we will be strong. 3 times, with each successive time being louder and faster than the previous. In most Sephardic congregations, there is also a custom to say, Chazak uvaruch, be strong and blessed, at the conclusion of every aliyah to the Torah. An Ashkenazi custom is to say shkoyach, a condensed Yiddish version of the Hebrew phrase yeyasher kochacha, literally, may your strength be directed forward. In the beginning of the book of Yehoshua, Joshua, Hashem encourages Yehoshua saying, But you must be very strong and resolute, Chazak ve'ematz, to observe faithfully all the teaching that my servant Moshe enjoined upon you. Let not this book of Torah cease from your lips, but recite it day and night, so that you may observe faithfully all that is written in it. When the Bible uses the term, this book of Torah, Midrash says that Yehoshua was actually holding the Torah scroll, and when he completed it, Hashem told him, Chazak. This is why the custom developed to say Chazak to one who finishes reading the Torah. Thus, the Sephardic communities say Chazak every time one finishes reading a part of the Torah. The custom further developed to where the congregants tell the person who was called to the Torah, or anyone who led the congregation in prayer or recited Kaddish, Chazak uvaruch, be strong and blessed, and the person can respond, Chizku ve'imtzu, be strengthened and heartened. On the other hand, as mentioned above, most Ashkenazic communities say Chazak only when they finish reading an entire book of the Torah. Additionally, the widespread Ashkenazic custom is to actually say Chazak Venitchazek, an expression from the book of Samuel, Shmuel, instead of Chazak ve'ematz, which is the wording in Yehoshua. Although these 2 phrases are very similar in meaning, there is a key difference. The Talmud tells us that one of the things that is in constant need of bolstering and improvement is Torah study. Thus we say Chazak to strengthen ourselves in Torah study. It's crucial to review the Torah we've learned so as not to forget it. This is why after finishing a portion of the Talmud, Jews say, Hadran alach, I will return to you. Similarly, when we finish a book of Torah, we say Chazak. In other words, we should have the strength to review what we learned. It says in Deuteronomy 6 verse 7 regarding the words of the Torah, Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. However, this word teach in Hebrew is actually repeat. We should constantly review and repeat the word of Torah to our children. This is why we read the Torah every week on Shabbat. Some ask us why we read the Torah every Shabbat, but not the Brit Hadashah, the Besorah. We actually do read a few passages from Yeshua's words every Shabbat, but not during the Torah service. As Jews, we are commanded in the Torah to review and repeat the Torah to our children daily. There is no such command given to read any other text daily or weekly. When a person does a mitzvah, we say, Yasher Koach, more power to you, meaning, just as you did this mitzvah, may it be God's will that you do many more mitzvahs. This includes reading an aliyah of Torah as well. Depending on how it is spelled, the Hebrew word psalm can mean both put and potion. Thus, Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi said in the Talmud, "What is the meaning of the verse, 'And this is the Torah that Moshe put, psalm, before the children of Israel'? If one is deserving and learns Torah with the proper intentions, the Torah becomes a potion, psalm, of life for him. If one is not deserving, the Torah becomes a potion of death for him. We therefore say Chazak, expressing our wish that the Torah learned should be an elixir of life." The word Chazak alone literally means strong and can refer to the past, while Venitchazek refers to the future. Thus, we are expressing our wish that this strength carry into the future. We are acknowledging that it is Hashem who has commanded us and therefore strengthened and enabled us to read His Torah, and that He will continue to empower us to continue doing so, according to the commandment, so that our future generations will always remember the primacy of Torah.